I've spent so much time this week writing and finalizing my potty training guide for the Better Dog Parent Society. And I'm trying to make this a really comprehensive guide around what we did, what I wish I'd known, questions I often get about potty training, but it has taken me back to my childhood. Let me paint the picture for you. The year is 1998. I'm 8 years old. We get a puppy from a newspaper. We found her in a newspaper and we didn't even get to pick the puppy. She was just brought to our house. And back in the day, there was very little, I think, at least in my family, focus put on training or being really intentional around sleep and potty training. It was just kind of like go with the flow and see what happens. And it chills me to the bone to think about how much better I feel like we could have done for those dogs nowadays versus back in the 90s, because I just feel like no one knew better, or we didn't know. I can only speak for ourselves. We didn't know better. And at least where I was from, the way that you potty trained, for example, was if you found a poop on the floor, even if you found it 3 hours after the accident had happened, you call the puppy over and you shout at the puppy. And I have memories of like my dad putting my dog's face in the poop and shouting at her. And it makes me so sad. And I know he didn't know better. I know we didn't know better, but I look at how long it took to potty train her. And I look at her habits around like pooing and peeping in corners and behind sofas. And that was because what she was learning was that it wasn't safe to just have an accident in front of us, and that she thought she was doing us a favor by hiding it. She was like, oh, they just don't like to see it. It's fine. I'll go behind the couch. Anyway, it breaks my heart. So I don't know if anyone ever looks back at their childhood dogs and thinks, wow, we definitely could have done that differently. And we definitely could have done that better. And I'm so glad that I'm now able to do better by Vigo, my little chunk. On a separate but related note, if you want access to this guide, it's going to be in the Better Dog Parent Society. The doors are open. The link is in my bio. As a refresher, this is my membership for high vibe dog owners who want to connect on being the best dog parents that we can be, which is actually very fitting when reflecting about how rubbish I think I was for my family dogs. Although I was 8 years old, so I can't hold myself accountable. And it was a different time. It is what it is. I need to let it go. Otherwise it will eat at my conscience. But check it out. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna do a little summary of what's coming up this month in October, probably tomorrow or the day after, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, I'm gonna post the guide. I'm so excited.